Advisory. Distinguished is not intended for all audiences. The following stories are true and may contain details that some find disturbing. Listener and viewer discretion is advised. Next on Distinguished, we honor the legacy of Colonel Paris D. Davis. Paris D. Davis was born on May 13, 1939 in Cleveland, Ohio. In 1959, Davis enlisted into the Army and graduated from both Airborne and Ranger schools in 1960. His initial overseas tours included South Korea, South Vietnam, and Okinawa, Japan. After serving in Korea, Davis then did 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, the first in 1962 and the second in 1965. In April of 1965, during his second tour in Vietnam, Davis took command of 5th Special Forces Group. During the late hours of June 17, 1965, the 26-year-old Davis led his team in the dark back from a successful raid on a Viet Cong camp. However, the situation took an unexpected turn. As the sky began to lighten on the early hours of June 18, while returning from the mission, Davis's company was surrounded and ambushed by approximately 300 North Vietnamese enemy troops. Davis briefly separated from the other Green Berets to pursue a fleeing enemy commander who had fled the ambush site. Upon returning to his men at the edge of a rice field, a gruesome scene awaited him. They were all severely injured and stranded without protective cover, left exposed within the rice field. As he called for air support and artillery fire, he was hit by automatic weapons fire, and injured when an enemy soldier engaged him at close range with his rifle. In a harrowing hand-to-hand struggle, Davis fought back, killing the enemy with the butt of his gun. Bullets filled the air and grenade fragments knocked out several of Davis's teeth, and blew off part of his trigger finger. Shooting with his pinky, Davis successfully thwarted an attempted attack of their trench from at least 11 Viet Cong, by eliminating 5 that breached their trench. He then engaged another group from the left flank, killing 4 more. Davis saw Staff Sergeant David Morgan stuck in a ditch amidst mud and human excrement, while under sniper fire. Davis was hit by enemy gunfire but eliminated the sniper, then crawled to the sniper's hiding spot, and eliminated 2 more Viet Cong with a grenade. He then rescued Morgan from the ditch. Next, Davis shifted his focus to Master Sergeant Billy Waugh, who was trapped amidst mud and vegetation, having sustained multiple gunshot wounds to the foot. Davis fought off an enemy assault with a machine gun, killing several attackers. While braving enemy grenades and carrying Waugh almost 150 yards to safety, Davis was shot in the leg, but still defended against yet another assault, eliminating 6 or 7 more attackers. Following the arrival of air support, Davis directed artillery fire within 32 yards of his own position, in an attempt to halt the enemy's advance. Then, with complete disregard for his own life, he braved intense enemy fire to cross an open field to rescue Sergeant First Class John E. Reinberg, who had been shot twice in the chest, and was seriously wounded. Despite the hazardous conditions, Davis carried Reinberg nearly a quarter of a mile up the muddy rice field, to a position of relative safety. While doing so, he was again wounded by enemy fire. While enduring painful wounds, Davis continued to fight bravely, and provide leadership and inspiration as they fought against assaults on their position for several more hours. As American air support circled overhead, Davis was outgunned 3-1, with all of his men injured and dozens of them dead. He received orders to withdraw from his position. However, despite his badly mangled arm, he refused to leave until all wounded and personnel were accounted for. Later in the battle, as the fighting subsided and American air support remained active, Davis was again ordered to withdraw. Yet, he remained determined to ensure the safe evacuation of all members, including his medic, Robert Brown, who was thought to be dead. Despite his own injuries, Davis crawled and made daring runs into the open to reach Brown, who had been shot in the head during the opening moments of the battle. While recovering Brown, Davis found him severely wounded, but still clinging to life. After assessing Brown's condition, Davis carried him to safety as the battle came to a close. Over the course of the 19-hour gunfight, Davis disobeyed 2 direct orders and crawled through mud and human waste, in order to save the lives of Americans under his command. He was shot or took shrapnel 8 different times, and personally shot or killed at least 20 enemies. Defending his positions and rushing forward to reach his wounded comrades, Davis engaged enemy soldiers with virtually every weapon and method a Green Beret might need in a full career. He fired his M16, his pistol, a heavy machine gun, and a heavy mortar, threw grenades and dropped them into hidden foxholes, helped pinpoint airstrikes, and killed at least 1 enemy soldier in a hand-to-hand fight. Davis consistently exposed himself to enemy fire and moved across open ground to rescue 4 injured comrades. Despite the multiple wounds, he was the last American to step off the battlefield that day. Nearly 20 years after this 19-hour battle, Colonel Paris D. Davis finally retired from the Army on July 30, 1985. On March 3, 2023, Davis was awarded the Medal of Honor by President Joe Biden at the White House. Davis was twice previously nominated for the Medal of Honor, but both times the paperwork relating to his nomination disappeared. For his actions, Davis earned the Silver Star, the Bronze Star Medal and the Purple Heart. Davis also saved the life of a soldier who was stuck in a burning fuel truck and won the Soldier's Medal. Davis is one of the first African American Green Berets to receive the award, and one of only 4 service members in the history of the U.S. military to receive both the Medal of Honor and the Soldier's Medal. Colonel Paris D. Davis was honored with numerous awards, including the Combat Infantryman Badge, Expert Infantryman Badge, Medal of Honor, Soldier's Medal for Heroism, Bronze Star Medal with V device and 1 Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster, Purple Heart with 1 Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, Meritorious Service Medal with 1 Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster, Air Medal with V device and award numerals 2, Joint Service Commendation Medal, Army Commendation Medal with V device and 3 Oak Leaf Clusters, Army Commendation Medal, National Defense Service Medal, Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, Vietnam Service Medal with 3 Service Stars, Korea Defense Service Medal, Humanitarian Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, Army Overseas Service Ribbon with Bronze Star, Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross with Palm, Gold Star, Silver Star, Bronze Star, Republic of Vietnam Armed Forces Honor Medal First Class, Vietnam Campaign Medal, Special Forces Tab, Master Parachutist Badge, Ranger Tab, Republic of Vietnam Master Parachute Badge, Joint Chiefs of Staff Identification Badge, Expert Marksmanship Badge with Rifle Component Bar, Presidential Unit Citation, Navy Unit Commendation, Meritorious Unit Commendation, Republic of Vietnam Gallantry Cross Unit Citation, Republic of Vietnam Civil Actions Medal Unit Citation, and the Army Staff Identification Badge. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the stories and lives of military heroes. We hope you've been inspired and moved by their courage and sacrifice. We can't do this without your support. If you've enjoyed this podcast, we kindly ask that you continue to support us by spreading the word. Leaving a positive rating and review on your favorite podcast platform will help others discover these remarkable stories. Don't forget to like and share our episodes on social media. Your personal recommendation can make a significant impact. By sharing these stories, you play a vital role in honoring the bravery of our military heroes and ensuring their legacies live on. Together, let's continue to shine a light on the incredible men and women who have served and protected our nation.